Today, the #1 Horizon is answering your most important question. Okay, we got the first question here from OP Gamer. He says, what made you main Horizon in the first place, and does it ever get boring playing her?
No. So I started the game in season 7. So she was the new character. Everyone was playing her. And in season 7, she was just like extremely broken. Her Q downtime would be like 5 seconds because it would start charging right when you threw it. But mainly it was because she's the new character. I just wanted to gun something new.
Okay, did you have the goal in mind from the very beginning to...
No, not at all.
No?
In season 7, I only had 5,000 kills. I was just playing for fun at that point. I was mainly playing Overwatch at the time.
What made you switch over to the kill grind?
I think it was when I saw myself like top 100 on the leaderboards. I've never been like really that high in a game and never saw myself really that high. So I thought I could take it a little further. And to be honest, PUBG is easy and I found myself having a lot of extra time. So I just put the hours into the game.
And now look at him. 150,000 kills deep, #1. Doing a great job. All right, we got a question from Ramunski. He says, when you play Horizon, how many times does her passive save you in fights?
Oh, countless times. 100% countless. It's just so useful. Even when you're not falling off of your Q, when you're falling off a building, being able to keep your momentum when you hit the ground and like continue strafing, it makes it so much easier to avoid shots and like get out of the way of things.
You ever find yourself, I know you don't play other characters often, but do you ever get into a game where someone picks Horizon and then you end up, you know, dropping from a building and just thinking how much more difficult it is without that ability?
Yes. Whenever I play another character, usually when someone takes Horizon, I do end up playing the game, but I'll be like bang and I'll try to drop off people and I'll just land on them. I'll just get clipped. Yeah, because I'm just standing still.
All right, we got a question from Jade. After the nerf, do you think it'll decrease her pick rate at all?
I've 100% noticed that there is not a lot of people in pubs playing Horizon. Honestly, I would take the nerf any day because Horizon, I think most people can agree when I say that like she's one of the most annoying characters to fight in the game. That's coming from even me who plays Horizon. Seeing like a lot less, it makes it like 10 times easier for me.
Okay, how would you go? This is not a viewer question, but how would you go about fighting another Horizon?
Fighting another Horizon, I would probably like bait him to take the Q because obviously now you know you're not 100% accurate off the lift. So usually you want to run like a sub and like spray them while you're falling down and they're going up the Q for an easy beam.
All right, we got a question from Riley. He says, what would you like to see as her heirloom?
Her heirloom? So I don't like big heirlooms. Like I don't like revenants, caustics, none of that. I just want like something like small and clean. So like there was a concept art on Twitter. It was basically like a blue knife. It was pretty small and I thought that was really clean. I just hope it's not like dual wielded or like extremely big.
In your opinion, what's the most clean heirloom out right now?
I'm gonna have to say Wraith. And with her new recolor, yeah, 100% Wraith. That's gonna look so clean.
I can't believe she got all those new animations. That's insane.
I got on, I was in the fire ring and I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. They didn't add it for anybody else though, so some people are going to be mad about that. I would have thought that Horizon would have already had an heirloom by now.
A lot of people are saying Ash is next, which I hope not, because who got the last heirloom? I think it was Seer got an heirloom before Horizon and she came out after. Same with Valk. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's unfair because Horizon came out before them.
It's because Horizon is so good for so many seasons, they said. We can't give people another reason to play them.
When they drop the Horizon heirloom, it's going to like sell like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Horizon players still.
And they probably don't want to up her pick rate even more than it already is.
Yeah, it went down a lot, but there's still a lot.
I mean, that could be what they're looking for, to be honest. A big nerf and then release it to like get the pick rate exactly where they want it. All right, we got a question from Vanto. He says, when someone's chasing you, should you Grav Lift in a doorway if that situation occurs?
I mean, it's really just situational because I've said it before. That's like your only get out of jail free card. So if you want to use it in a doorway and you feel if there's flanks in the house, like there's other angles you can get shot from, I would not use it in a doorway because that is your only way of like escaping. So throwing it just puts you in such a vulnerable position.
Let's say you are running out of a building, right? And they're chasing you. There's a couple enemies on the door. In that situation, would you rather save it? Let's say run outside a little more and then go up in the air, or would you throw it on the door?
I mean, if you throw it on the door, if you position it correctly, you can take it and also like have it blocking the door so they can't leave. So you can be up on the queue and they'll still be stuck in the house.
All right, Jace asks, how do you counter her lift?
If I didn't play Horizon, I would just like either find cover, just stand directly underneath her lift. At least on controller, I'm not sure about mouse and keyboard. I've never played mouse and keyboard, but it's like really hard to aim down. Vertical aiming on controller is really weird. So if you stand under her lift, it'll make you like a really hard target to hit. Don't stand still, basically. With her new nerf, you can like chow her off her lift because she's not accurate.
Okay. Do you find yourself like waiting until you're off the... Do you even take shots on the lift anymore?
No, unless your target is like 1 HP, there's like never a situation where you need to be shooting off of your lift. It is so bad.
Let's say a Horizon goes up their lift. Would you challenge them from directly underneath them and take their lift? Or is that not something you would do?
Now, with the new nerfs, I don't know. I would probably just like wait until they're on the ground. So on Horizon, you want to be the one that's on top on the queue, so you have like control of the fight. So it's a lot easier to shoot down than it is to shoot up. If you fall off the queue before they do, then you have the advantage in the fight because you can just do anything and they're just going up the queue, so you can just get like free shots on them.
All right, we got a question from Monstin. First off, they're gonna ask how to make women want me. You know, I'm not understanding how this has to do with Apex, but the second question after that is gonna be, what time of day do you play Apex, and do you notice a difference in the lobbies depending on the time of day?
This is something I was just talking about on stream. So I feel like this season they like lowered skill-based matchmaking to the floor. Like I'm going against people who are level 20s and under. It is crazy. So I usually play midnight and on, like to 6 a.m. depending on how long I play. And when I play during these hours, like there'll be like maybe like 1 or 2 sweats per lobby, like slaying out. But most of the lobbies are just like bots, like straight AIs.
So that's the exact opposite, I think, of what 99% of people would think, correct?
It's just pub. It's casual, so a lot of the players are bad anyway. So, well, for me at least, I don't know how to like explain it.
Do you think that might be different on... You're still on console, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that might be different on PC compared, or you think it's probably the same?
I play PC lobbies, but I noticed PC lobbies like dying out quicker, so it might be harder to, drop a high kill game or a high damage game on PC compared to how it is on console.
We got a question from It's Not Baller. Is she still viable for rank, do you think, and why or why not?
I've been watching a lot of pro gameplay recently, and I've rarely ever seen Horizon. It's always like Wraith, Pathfinder, Seer, even Bloodhound, even though in my opinion, I don't think Bloodhound's that good anymore. I haven't really been seeing her getting played. I'm going to still play her in ranked. I'm going to play her until I probably quit this game, but she's definitely not where she was before.
Right now, I was talking about something similar with Aches to like the pros opinions. Like people will see, do you think like, let's say a team like TSM was playing Horizon still after the nerf, that it would like boost her pick rate up a ton in ranked?
Yeah, it 100% would. I feel like a lot of the inspiration from ranked players in the Apex Legends community comes from the pro scene, and whatever they see on they try to replicate in their own games, which a lot of the time is good, but like people need to remember that these people are pros and they know what they're doing.
Yep, that's exactly what the end of the conversation came to with Aches and I. That most people are not playing at a pro level, so a lot of the things that they do are not going to work in, let's just say plat ranked or, diamond ranked, stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, guys, you have anything else to add? Because I think we went through all the questions I had ready for you.
No, I think that's it. I think I covered like everything. Also, they nerfed Horizon's ult this season, and around it just can't suck like through walls or stuff anymore. So you got to use it differently. It can still suck through doors. Like if someone's on a door, you can throw it at the door and it'll suck them through. But through walls and stuff, it doesn't work anymore.
Okay, I got one more question. So I'm gonna try to win a game without doing any damage whatsoever, and a lot of people are suggesting I use Horizon and use her ult like in the last zone or whatever to suck the enemies in. Do you think that'll work, or you think that's a horrible idea?
winning a game with no
damage. Does it do damage? Like if I just throw the ult on someone and it like sucks him into zone, would I get the damage? Hopefully not.
No, you won't. Okay. You won't get the damage, but
you think it's possible?
I don't know if she would be your. Yeah, she would probably be your best. I'm looking at the roster right now. I think she would probably be your best pick.
It's definitely going to be a situation where it might not even come down to final zone, but I'm thinking in my head, like final zone, it's super tiny. I'd use the Horizon ult or Octane jump pad.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Wraith Portal.
Oh, that too.
I forgot which team did it in the ALGS, but, like, if you go through a Wraith Portal, you don't take storm damage, so they try to... I forgot who it was.
I think they changed that. I swear to God. I think you do take damage in zone. As long as the portal's in zone, I think you take damage now. But I could be... I'll have to test it. I'll definitely have to test it. It was this ALGS?
The portal closes if both sides are in the storm, but I'm not sure unless they change it this season. Then I don't think so.
You saw it in the recent ALGS?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was a while ago. It was like a year ago.
All right. Well, I'll definitely let you know how it turns out. I don't know if Horizon's going to be the best method, but we'll give a bunch of shots.
Definitely Horizon, Octane, or Wraith.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the advice, sir. And
no problem.
Appreciate you coming back on. Just let me know when you can get me this season's gameplay, not last season.